The farming that we're doing is sustainable. We're in the Lodi Rural's sustainable program with practically all of our acreage, and we also have a large amount of our acreage that we are growing organically.
Visit Lodi promotes Lodi as a premium wine country destination 365 days a year. And when a winery like Mettler comes alongside us in our efforts, it really lends credibility to the message.
They're what Lodi is all about. They're a family operation, multi-generational operation, been here a long time, and that's really what Lodi is about. And that's the unique thing about Lodi compared to other growing areas of the state, is that it really is made up, still today, and will be for a long, long time, made up of Lodi families and people that really get it.
Well, I think everybody's mentioned that Mettler is, rooted in family. And that's what you get when you come through the doors. Everyone's family. We love to greet everyone. Everyone that works in the tasting room is a family member.
They've had a deep commitment not only to the sense of place, to their vineyard operations, and now opening up their tasting room. It's a fantastic testament to bringing folks to the region to experience the fruits of our labor.
Organic and sustainable are both very important to our philosophy of winemaking, and also care for the land.
They're tied to the land, and they know what farming grapes is all about.
Having the daughters and the son involved in the wine business is a real plus. They've grown up, they were, we'll use the term native to this, exposed to it, and I'm glad to see that they came back to this. It's part of their heritage, their roots.
They are genuine people. And when you come into the tasting room, you're not talking to a paid employee, you're talking to one of the family members, and I think that's extremely important. And that's really what the Lodi experience is about. It's about coming into a tasting room at a local winery and really meeting the folks that are on the ground, the folks that own the winery, the folks that own the vineyards, the folks that are making a business and making a living at it. And I think that's a lot different than getting up into Napa and Sonoma and other growing parts of the state, or in other parts of the country.
I remember when we brought our Cabernet out for the first time, it was like, do we put Lodi on the front label? Do we put Lodi on the back label? We just don't want people to make a judgment about the quality of the wine from the get-go. Now, it's completely opposite. Now you go somewhere and people are like, Lodi, I love Lodi wine. I love Lodi wine. We're going to Lodi next weekend.
Not only are they producing premium, approachable, delicious wines that really showcase the best that Lodi has to offer, but they've been incredibly generous with their time and their resources in helping us to tell the Lodi story. They have graciously hosted wine and travel writers that we've brought from out of town. They have hosted fam tours and even traveled with us to our promotional wine and dine events out of town.
They're very aware of the marketing angle because of Kelly and what she's done. I mean, how important that is, marketing sales.
With the Mettler wines, we've got a lot of neat and new varietals, more varietals similar to some of the Bordeaux that we already create. So lots of new fun stuff on its way.
You have Jason who oversees the vineyards, and you can, go into the tasting room and Jason's in there and you can ask him a direct question about what's going on in the vineyard. You've got, my dad, he's in there and he's shaking hands, and you get to meet the owner and you get to find out what's going on in his world today.
Yeah, I just see Lodi in the next 10 years evolving into a fine wine region, more restaurants, more hotels.
Glad they were chosen because I think they're very deserving of it.
And we want to be around here for the next generation and generation after that, so sustainable is the way to go.
That's one of the greatest gifts we can give to our consumers. The wine is fantastic, but it's the family that you get to touch base with when you come into the tasting room.
Thank God our forefathers weren't Brussels sprout farmers. They were wine grape growers, and wine's a lot more fun than Brussels sprouts.
I just want to say thank you to Larry and to Char and the rest of the family for everything that you do to help us to make Lodi the wonderful wine country destination that it is.
Char and I would like to thank you all very much for this very fine recognition. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers!